I would ask to where are you coming from, what are you doing, and why did you had the idea of getting a hair transplant?
All right. So my name is Terry Everett. I'm coming from Richmond, Virginia, in the United States. Currently, I'm in my final year of medical school, and then on the side, I do influencing, content, medical content, skits, etc. And the reason I wanted to get a hair transplant is because for years, I've noticed my hair getting thin, noticed getting balding, and that really affected my confidence. On the outside, I tried to make it seem like it didn't, but deep down, you see it kind of wither away, and so I finally decided that it was something that needed to be done. Looked up Estenove, and then it seemed like a perfect match.
And why you make content about like you're a doctor, right?
Yeah, so
So
I
what is the content?
so I graduate medical school and I get certified as a doctor in less than 3 months. But it's mainly funny skits, the life of a doctor, healthcare, and then my bread and butter is turning like the content and lesson plans that we learn into raps for kids, which seems to get people going.
I had a question about what was the most challenging before to come here.
I would say the most challenging thing would be like my father was bald, so like I looked like him, and I always knew what I would look like a lot later. So I guess the main challenge was like kind of making the decision if I should just, go bald or just like, stay like, try to keep having hair. And then also like the medical aspect of things, like not necessarily knowing too many people that had the procedure until I did the research. That was definitely something in the background of like, okay, well, it'll hurt. Like, is my face going to swell? Like those type of things. I just general concerns that I feel like everybody has.
Medical ones, mostly. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I see.
And did you decide on a hair transplant because you wanted yourself, or because like maybe because your spouse wanted or your followers wanted? Do you have any special reason for that?
Yeah, I think it was personal. Like I'm already married, so like I'm not really trying to impress anybody. But I do think that like you have hair, like you get used to how you look. You have your confidence, you have your package, and then like just to see one thing that you have no control over just slowly start to wither away. Just personally, it's something I would like to keep my hair.
You're from USA.
I am.
So why did you choose Istanbul for hair transplantation?
It was a no-brainer. Everybody talked about it. When I even thought of the concept of getting a hair transplant, like 20 people said Turkey, and I just had to kind of search for where exactly I wanted to get the procedure done.
Yeah, the epicenter of hair transplantation is here, probably.
Yep. I think that like since Turkey was the most common answer that I got, and like through research, watching videos, reading articles, reading literature on like what worked, what didn't work, etc., how the progress was made, Istanbul specifically had the most information out there. Seemed like this is the area where the professionals are most comfortable doing the procedures, and so I'm not saying I don't trust any places in America, but I'm a lot more confident in an area that's been pretty
It's great to
progressive.
hear that.
Which aspect of the hair transplant procedure intrigued you the most during all the process? Why we will operate you?
Like in terms of like the recovery or
anything like during the operation or the post-operation or even before, anything was coming through your mind?
I guess the main thing I was always intrigued by like the way the grafts will kind of like sit in and then the time it takes to kind of grow. I get ingrown hair sometimes on like my beard hair. So that was something I was considering like, oh, well, like will I get ingrowns like on the graft areas or like, so that was kind of just something I was thinking about overall.
And based on your experience, so what essential advice you would give the others considering to get a hair transplant?
I mean, I've told probably 25 people since I got here, and I've been here for like
Really?
less than 8 hours.
That's
Just
much.
come to Estenove. like they take care of you. The communication was great. You guys have been really good, really fast with communication. I've never been to Turkey, and so and neither has my wife. And so getting off the plane and then kind of trying to figure things out, we were pretty nervous about what the communication would look like. But well before we even got on the plane to come here, the communication has been sharp. So you guys have done a great job of making me feel comfortable, making me feel confident in the procedure. And so for anybody, like, this is the only place I recommend.
Perfect. Let's have some fun, and we're gonna show you two people and let you guess which one had a hair transplant and which not.
There are some who are very obvious, but I will let you discover that.
Okay.
the one who had the hair transplantation between those two options. They are a football coach. You are from USA, so probably, I don't know if you know them actually.
I've seen the guy.
Jose Mourinho, the Portuguese, yeah.
He's in Turkey right now.
Yes, yeah, Fenerbahce coach. Yes, I forgot. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Football coach. They are both football coach actually. Yes, but one of them had a very big hair transplantation.
I would go with the guy on the right.
Antonio Conte.
Antonio Conte.
You got it.
We have Al Pacino and George Clooney. What are you thinking?
Al Pacino?
Al Pacino, it's correct.
Yes.
What I'm trying to do is whichever one looks like really good by process of elimination. That's the one.
So the third one.
Yes. Between those two, a very
Elon
powerful
Musk
guy.
or Mark Zuckerberg?
What about Musk?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll.
3 out of 3. Really good. And the last one?
Oh,
That's one, it's hard.
I made a mistake on this, yeah.
That's one, it's a little bit hard, yes. They're both in good shape. So your tactic will not be working over here, I guess.
And I mean, neither of them look like that just looks like natural hair. Let's go with Sebastian.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, like my other thing was too is that the guys with the shorter hair, I would assume that the ones with the transplant will be happy and want to wear their hair a little bit longer. So
Maybe, yeah. Me personally, when I saw Fernando Alonso, I thought like, it looks so perfect.
yeah,
It can be real.
Yeah,
Actually, it is, yeah.
that is very true.
Good airline.
Yes.
We're gonna busting the myths. So we're gonna do a true or false game. Let's clear up some common mistakes that everybody does. So tell me if you think these statements are true or false. After a hair transplant, will my hair start to grow directly? True or false?
True.
No, actually it's false, unfortunately. I wish it was like this. So we have a period, the first 12 days, it's gonna be your scrubs and you need to get off of the scrubs and then you will have some tiny hair that's gonna grow up. But we need to wait 1 month and after 1 month you will have a shock loss that you lost these hairs. And then they're gonna start to grow up your hair that's gonna live with you forever.
Hair transplants are only for men, for you?
I'll say false.
Well, it's false, yes, because we are receiving also some women here. I mean, in my opinion, like personally, I think I have around 90% of my patients who are men. But of course, like sometimes we are receiving some patients who are also women. And for specific reason, they're asking different things. Of course, they are not completely bald like men, but sometimes it can happen as well. Yes, sometimes, yes.
Do you think that wearing a hat will protect your transplanted hair from the general procedure?
Say false.
Protect my scalp. Yes, it's false. Actually, we need some airflow to help the healing process. So it's false, yes.
And the last one, I can return to my normal life immediately after the hair transplantation.
I'll say false.
It's true, but I will explain you. It's true. I mean, the answer to this question is true because after the hair transplantation, it's not like a big operation. Like you will not have a general anesthesia. So of course you will take some pills and medicines and stuff. So you will feel a bit sleepy, but overall you can have a normal life if you want to go outside and go to dinner, having like in a restaurant somewhere. Just you cannot consume. For example, there are little things you cannot consume alcohol or coffee the first days, but overall you can have like a normal life. Just you will be under medicines. So you just have to be careful, but you can do your stuff outside if you want to. Yes.
Actually, it depends on the normal life also. If you
there are some stuff you can do, and there are some other stuff. Yeah, you cannot do sports the first months. So which is it's something that you should keep in your mind.
No dusty place.
Yes, not swimming in the sea or the pool. You can have a normal life, but under certain circumstances, yes.
Yeah, gotcha. Certain type of normal.
Yes, exactly. It's exactly this. Almost, yeah. That's it.
That's it. So we finish. Thank you very
Thank
much
you, Terry.
coming here, Tate. It was a pleasure to know you, and hope your operation gonna be super.
I'm sure it will. Looking
Everything's
forward
going
to
to be fine.
it. It's going to be
We're
great.
positive.
Thank you.
Thank you.